They moved everything. I don't know why they do this. Okay. Moved everything. Oh, great. I don't know why they do this. Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. All right. Babu says, I love you, ma'am. Omega says, hello. RTX123 says, hi, miss. Hello, everyone. All right. So to start off my live stream, I'm auctioning these very old but very filthy winter slippers that I have.
It looks like. Make sure it feels fresh.
Oh, my God. I don't understand. Okay. So, yes. I didn't even realize this, but the sole is already cracking on one of these. But yeah, bidding starts at, I was going to do $50, but honestly, we'll start at 30 because they're pretty worn, but they're really great for sniffing and for putting your own feet in. So I'm going to be auctioning these for the next 2 weeks. I will end the auction on Friday the 8th of March, and that way I can send these to the winner so that they can have them before winter is over, essentially. Shipping is going to be a little extra, probably like $5 extra, but yeah, that's what I'm doing today. So, that's cool. You can either send a super chat or super sticker here on YouTube, or you can have an email sent to me, and we could do an exchange of information then. All right, let me just make sure that everything is set up on my channel. Let's see. Okay. Awesome. So, yes. Edirt says, hello, miss. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Carl says, I'd buy then. With 2 nose emojis. Omega says, hey, Miss Mara, what is your favorite thing about straps? Everything. From the harness, material and shape, to the anticipation and the length of the attachments, the colors. Speaking of which, I will be having a collaboration with a new toy company coming soon, so look out for that. They have really cool monster and furry type toys, but also customizable ones, which I am doing one of. I've always wanted an ovipositor, which are those egg ones, and I believe that's going to be coming in the mail soon. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed onto my channel and notifications on, because that's going to be coming out in about the next month or so. They're still creating the toy. It's custom made, so they're going to try fitting me in as soon as possible. Okay, Carl says, love looking up from the ground and seeing your bare feet soles. I know, I kind of gave them away a little bit earlier already, but yeah. For those of you guys who are new, welcome. I'm going to be auctioning off these really filthy, smelly winter slippers. Bidding starts at $30. It's super affordable. It's like one of the most affordable things you can purchase from me. And I'm going to be running this auction until March 8th. So you can send a super chat or super sticker here, or you can send me an email, and the highest bidder obviously will be rewarded with these. Okay. Aaron says hello. Hello. Giampiero Girolamo. Wow, what a name. I'm gonna abbreviate that to Gia. Or Giro. Says hello, master. Hello. I do actually respond to that title, so yes. Mistress, Domina, Goddess, Sir, Mommy, Master, Keyholder. I feel like I'm missing one. Owner. RTX123 says, how are you, miss? I'm doing well. The weeks are going by really fast, which is kind of crazy, but, you know, hanging in there. How are all of you? Eater says, jumped right in from your heads up on Twitter or X. I know, I don't call it X. Nobody knows what I'm talking about if I call it X. Maybe except for techies. But even they don't like X. Thomas Brady says, greetings from Plant City, wow, I said California. Plant City, Florida. Gorgeous Miss Mara. Where's Plant City? I don't know if I'm familiar. What part of Florida? Also, I was debating on going to Florida in May because there is something going on over there at that time. Still debating though. Aaron says, I love your feet and legs. Thank you. I've been walking and running again, so hopefully that helps sculpt the legs again, even more so. RTX says, Goddess Mara. Yes. Actually, speaking of Goddess Mara, I don't know if you have seen my latest performance that I did at Silk Los Angeles, but that act is actually going to be the inspiration for a collaboration with an aerialist that is happening for a music festival in June, I believe. So that's really exciting. I'm going to be tying her into a suspension and then doing fire on her, I believe, on stage. But we're going to work things out with the director a little bit more as we get closer. So that's very fun and exciting. Haven't shown my skills at a music festival yet, so that's kind of cool. Is everyone staying cozy? The weather's been really crazy here in California. We've had rain, we've had warmer weather, and then back to a week of rain / a little bit of flooding. I don't know. I heard in Germany it's like snowing and then it'll be like melting and then it'll snow again. So it's like a similar thing happening, just in different climates. Omega says, hey madam, what are your favorite types of ASMR? So actually I'm going to be doing an ASMR video again soon in March. Again, subscribe and turn on notifications because that's coming out as well, of like a bunch of statements that I like to tell all of my subs and, you know, play partners and stuff like that, what I like to whisper in their ears, etc. So That's going to be fun. RTX123 says, do you like long boots, miss? I do. If you watched my Laurel's unboxing video, I showcase thigh-high boots, and I've had those for years, and they're still in really good condition. They are leather. I have had subs condition them for me so that they are well maintained. That's the only issue with long boots. They look super, super awesome on people, but you have to maintain them, otherwise they'll crack and start withering away. And once they crack, it'll just spread throughout the entire leg, and there goes your boot. So you have to make sure you're conditioning it and that, you know, you're keeping them clean, because even dirt and harsh like environments can, you know, rough the edges of the materials and stuff like that. Golden Era says socks. I don't know what that is. Socks, you mean? Marvelous Jarvis, hello, nice to see you again, says it's been the same in Vegas. Yeah, we're not too far from each other, so that makes sense. Golden Era says Souls scene. Yes, I will showcase my soles in just a second, but I just want to make sure everybody can see my winter slippers that I'm auctioning. Eater says, still have snow here. Laughing faces, but spring is coming, thumbs up. Yeah, I know. Instead of like the whole winter is coming, I'm really stoked for spring to be here already. RTX says, I want to wear like Dominatrix, miss. I mean, I have a whole lookbook that, you know, you can take inspiration from on my channel. So go for it. And then if you tag me on Twitter or X, I'll take a look and see. Omega says, I've recently discovered an ASMR channel dedicated to gender bending. I'm not surprised. I'm sure there's ASMR for everything out there. Prof X says, Texas has just been a mix of heat and cold. Does that make people sick? Like, I feel like that's kind of like how flu hits people, right? Like, is at the tail end of summertime, you know, or like what we have here, Indian summer. I don't know what else to call it, because that's what people used to call it. I don't know. Not my terminology. Anyway, is when they would hop outside into like super hot, you know, weather, and then hop back inside and it's super cold AC, and like people got sick because of the changes back and forth. I don't know if that's kind of the case here. At least we have really fresh, crisp air outside, and then like if you go inside, it's just like heater. I don't know. Taz Nuts 99. That's awesome. Says, how can I place a bid? Do you ever wear isotoner slippers? I don't know what isotoner slippers are. What are those? You can place a bid by putting a Super Chatter Super Sticker. These start at $30, which is a super low price. But the winner, as it progresses, will obviously get the slippers. I'm going to run the auction until the 8th of March. So you have 2 weeks. So you could start here, or you could, you know, email me and place your bid with me there. I will showcase my email address here for all of you in case you want to do that directly. .org. Okay, so I would say starting bid. Hmm, This is 30 US dollars. I like making it a fun game. All right, so let me just. Do that. All right. And Prof X says some people got sick. Oh, it always happens, doesn't it? It's really inconvenient and unfortunate. I'm also going to pin this so that people can see. All right. I'm gonna also, I know it says Prof X, but I like saying the word professor. Call it my like role playing and I don't know, fantasy loving side, but I like the word professor, so I'm going to say the whole thing. I hope you're okay with that. Let me know if you're not. Omega says, what do you like about gender benders? I mean, okay, since you are into animation, also, I'm going to shout out to the Adventure Time series. I haven't started the Fiona and Cake series yet, but if you've watched Adventure Time all the way through, you'll know that there's a few episodes that they take the main character, Finn and Jake, kid and the boy and his dog, and flip it so that everybody else is like a different gender. So it becomes female main character with a cat, and then blah 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 blah. The princesses and the vampire queen become vampire prince, and but bubblegum prince, whatever. So I just like the fact that you can kind of take characters and like change the gender, and sometimes with that it becomes more ambiguous, and other times it becomes like more defined in dynamics, if you know what I mean. So that's what I like about it. Also the clothing, like the outfits that people come up with and the creativity of like switching from, a more male to femme or vice versa is so good. It's just so good. RTX123 says, is it weird that I want to wear something like a dominatrix as a male, miss? No, I don't think it's weird at all. Speaking of gender, I find gender as like a loose umbrella of whatever it is that you want to be. I'm not the type where I define people by male or female unless that's what they want to be called. And like I've been noticing this more because I just visited the doctor and dentist for checkups recently, that instead of just putting like, how they say like what your gender is, now they're saying at birth, so that they don't make people feel weird about it, because you can list like 50 different things on what type of gender you are today, but at birth is kind of more specific, and that's kind of going to define how they're going to check up on you. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I don't think it's weird. I'm a performer, so a bunch of my performer, like, colleagues and associates and friends, they do gender bender stuff all the time. Like, 2 years ago, I did a fire conclave for Burning Man, and we did my performance section was drag. And so everybody who was, identifying as female became male. We were drag kings. And then all of the cis males became more femme. So, like, it's normal for me. Okay. Let's see, what else? Adrian says, AC Champ. Oh, no, wait, that's part of your name. Adrian says, Goddess beautiful, 2 roses, 1 big grinning face, and 2 stars. Wait, what's an AC champ? Because your name has that at the end of it, and I'm just curious. But hello. Okay, Professor X says, yeah, I just shortened it to Prof because it was simpler. I'm cool with Professor or Prof, no problem. Yay. Mohit says, everyone must bow down to Queen Mara. Yeah, sure. I'm pretty lenient today, but if you want to, go for it. Some people do that during my live stream. They'll like, wherever they are, no matter where they are in the world, they'll be on their knees watching my live stream, possibly kissing the ground in front of me. It's great. Let's see. Pizza Eater says, hey, hello. Omega says, that's a lot of gender bender anime. I'm sure there is. Matthew says, hello, Goddess. Hello. Pizza Eater says, this week or next about to be one very busy week. Laughy face. That's awesome. Our TX123 has joined Maremojis. Yay! Thanks for joining my first tier of my memberships. You now have access to my custom Maremojis. So if you go into the chat, you can actually use all of these custom ones that I've created. And the more people that join my memberships, the more Maremojis I'm gonna be able to create. So, yay! Thanks for joining. Gossamer Jenkins says, can I give you a massage? Oh my gosh, I'm in need of foot massage, definitely. 100%. I also need a footstool. You do both at the same time. Omega says, the first day I saw Femboy Cloud Strife in Final Fantasy VII Remake, I was never the same. Yeah, he is a really pretty boy. Adrian says, it's kind of like my stage. My name, my storyteller name, or whatever you call it. It's telling me like it's the name. Okay, got it. Pizza Eater says, the background check and drug test is so dang slow just for an airline job. It always is for any job, unfortunately. Well, at least back when I did have a regular job, that's what it was also. It took like 1 to 2 weeks for processing, and then they still had to get back to you. RTX says, I like this one, miss. Oh, my rope emoji. Me too. I really like that one as well. Gossamer Jenkins says, I could do both with ease. That's great, because not a lot of people are coordinated. So, you know, the more that I can, the less that I have to train you, the more we can get out of it, you know? Mohit has gifted a super donation. I guess it's a super chat. And I'm hearting it. Thank you for the tip. Whoa. Omega says, I may never get over Arcane. Well, you can keep rewatching it, I guess, until the next one comes out. Have you seen Pneumonia? Or Nimona? The Pizza Eater says, I just got extended an offer over the phone and by email from ABM for a job for United Airlines. It's funny, they take so long for a background check. I did my drug test on the 22nd, so hopefully it's here fast. Oh, the 22nd was just 2 days ago, though. RTX123 says, do you like bondage, miss? I love it. I love rope the most. Like, I don't even use cuffs anymore unless it's already attached to, like, the cross that I'm using, because I just like how rope feels. I like that it's, like, it can fit any size. It can be as tight as I want at any, like, micro increments. And I like the colors, too. And it's probably lasts longer than, like, a pair of leather cuffs. Leather cuffs last a while, but I don't know. There's more appeal to me with rope and the pretty knots that you can make. And Matthew says, are your feet smelly today, goddess? Yes. Especially because I'm wearing these. They're very cozy. On the inside, there's like this fuzzy stuff. Oh, you can see how dirty it is on the inside. Yeah. The pizza eater says, cool thing is I get paid overtime if I work overtime hours. That's good. And if you don't mind working on holidays, it's like double your pay, I think. Theo says, hello, goddess. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. Pizza eater says, yep, I want it to go quick, but who knows what they dig for, even though I don't do drugs or anything and no crim background. The lady liked what she heard, especially that I can work any hour of any day. Yeah, I feel like the more flexible you are, the, more chances that you can get for being part of the team or whatever. So yay, happy for you. She said it's easy, the airline passenger assist job, which I'll be doing 3 things. 1, doing wheelchair stuff for people, and 2, baggage claim, and 3, ticket counter. Oh, nice. So you'll get to, like, experience each of those things. Which actually, if you decide to, switch airlines in the future or whatever, if you move again, you'll be able to use all 3 as experience. I don't know how that works. I've never worked for the airline industry, but actually, speaking of which, my dance teacher is doing that now. Oh, I don't know if he's still doing it, but that's what he was doing, which is kind of crazy. I kind of miss him. I was super active when he was around. Okay, YouTube added a bunch of stuff. They keep changing the interfaces. Okay. Ishak or Isaac? How do you pronounce your name? Ishak? Sorry, I might be butchering it. So asks, what kind of dancing? I used to do, like, new American mixed with hip-hop and a little bit of pop. We also did a couple of K-pop songs. That's how I found out about Blackpink, honestly, is because he chose a couple of really good Blackpink songs. But I don't really listen to them. I just like the dance. Omega says, Cupertino is warm already. Oh, that's nice. Pizza Eater says, yep. I'm like, hell yeah, because it's part-time, but feels like full-time. Probably my fingerprint cleared on Friday, which was awesome. So waiting on the lazy last 2 toes. Laughing face. Nice. Okay, Ishak says the 3rd attempt was correct. Yay, I eventually got it. Madison says, dance in those slippers for us. I don't know, man. It's been a while. I could probably flow, because I did that recently. I went to Chinatown for Chinese New Year and dusted off my silk fans since last year. Oh, man. Time is going by really, really fast. Theo says, it's 5:30 a.m. over here, but the thumbnail's too tempting to not watch. Aw, well, I appreciate you taking the time to say hello and take a look at my feetsies. I did have no slippers earlier, but I was trying to advertise the auction. But a couple of people have already tipped, so if you want me to take these off, I can do that as well. With a super chatter super sticker. Ishak said, oh, okay. Dancing emoji. I really like that emoji. I feel like that's like most of my life, is that girl twirling in her tango dress or like flamenco dress. I love the design of that. Madison says, yay, do it, so pretty. I'm good for now, but thanks for asking. Maybe if you send me a dancing super sticker, I'll be motivated to do it. I'll do it barefoot too. Omega says Sorority makes NSFW gender bender content. Cool. Where do they post? I can't imagine they can post it on here. The pizza eater says, want to know something kind of funny that'll make you laugh? My papers I had to take to the badge office was almost soaking in water, but luckily the lady was still able to read it. It was pouring down, raining. Yeah, I know. I was just telling the audience that we just had like a week of rain and then like a few days of sun / overcast and then a bunch of rain again. And I think other people around the world are having similar issues, but some places it's snowing. So I don't know. I'd rather have rain than snow, to be honest. But yeah, it's been crazy here in California, Southern California at least. Ishak says, that's a cool robe you got on too. I actually layered it. So I have like this robe first. Then I put like a scarf thing on top. And then this is another scarf that's holding everything together. I don't know. I was just super inspired by this stylist that's on Instagram. He like goes to a bunch of thrift stores and like buys these really cool patterns. He's also sent some designer stuff to style together. And like he has accessories from places like Home Depot. I think I'm going to be taking inspiration and doing a similar idea where I'm just going to buy chains from Home Depot and like layer it. He's so good. I don't know his name right now, but yeah, shout out. It's something urban. I have to look it up later, but really good. Really good. I believe he's here in LA too. RTX0123 says, do you like tape bondage, miss? Oh, yeah. So, when I was in Chicago, man, this was like in 17, 18, 19. Oh man, it's been so long. But anyway, I have a video here on YouTube on my travel vlogs playlist of me taping or like saran wrapping a person and then taping them. And they were super into it. It was a 3-hour session and it was so good. He was like a little caterpillar that couldn't move. And we had an amazing time. Here, let me see if I can find it actually, because you can watch it after this live stream. It's just really fun. Let's see. Chicago. There we go. Ew. I don't know why it does that. Okay. So, copy, paste. How do you paste? Okay, here. That one. So if you scrub through, it'll show you what I did with him. And we did rope first too. The Pizza Eater says, it was just funny. My pants pockets were wet. Jacket pockets were rained in my shoes to the point I was almost squeaky. I'm surprised you weren't squeaky. Ishak says, looks dope. Thanks. Micah says, good evening from Cologne in Germany. Hello. How do you say good evening in German anyway? Is it like, because guten Tag is good day. Guten Nacht? Well, how do you say night or evening? Oh man, clicking one by one is like a little bit. Okay, good evening. In German. Oh, guten
Abend.
Guten Abend. Oh, nice. Okay. I'm gonna Oh, you can say gut Nacht for good night. I was close.
Guten Abend.
Guten Abend. I'm glad I looked it up though, because I totally would have butchered how I would have pronounced that though. Omega says, have ever heard of xerophilia? No. I'm scared to ask what that is. Make it PG, please. Ishak says, gluten, Morgan. I know it was a typo, but that's kind of funny. I kind of want to say that from now on. Oh, gluten, Morgan. And then all of the gluten-free people here in the U.S. will just be like, it's not gluten, it's gluten. Anyway, inside joke for myself. Micah says, that was good. Yay. Pizza Eater says, I'm wondering though, for LAX employees, do they get on flyaway bus for free? I don't know, but I would like to know. Abend. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Micah gives me a thumbs up. Is it Micah or Misha? Or let me know how to pronounce your name if it's wrong. Oh, he says Michael. Okay, that's good. I can say that. Professor X says, I was in Germany last year, Ansbach and then Nuremberg. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've been meaning to go. I was actually this close to going this year. I had a friend who was going to go for work, and she was going to go to Berlin, though. But the timing was just too close. And yeah, next year we'll plan more accordingly. Because she goes every year. Ishak says, fear of zeros. Oh, I think I could have guessed that. Michael says, hey, when you are in Germany, come to Cologne. We have an exciting club life here. Yeah, I know. Germans know how to party. I'm scared that I wouldn't be able to keep up with you guys because I'm like a grandma. I can't like party super hard anymore. I need sleep and like / energy drinks or something to keep going. But yeah, I really also want to see, do you guys have like a big kink scene there? I know in Berlin it's like the mecca center of it, but I'm pretty sure they have to have it in other places too. I don't really know much about Cologne, so like the pizza eater says, one thing though, TSA agents, they don't joke. They're always watching. I hope they're not crazy with employee scans. Okay, so I'm not a fan of TSA. One, they're the feds. Two, they are so incompetent. Three, last time I was going into, was it an international flight? Yes, it was an international flight to the Philippines. We were told, because the line was so long for TSA pre-check, which means you don't have to take your shoes off and you can leave your coats on unless it's like a big coat. You know, you could leave most of the stuff on. You just need to take out your laptop, right? And other electronics. Well, there was a manager who told us, who lifted one of those, the barrier elastics so that we could pass through, and opened up another line. Well, we didn't know, but that line was supposed to be for general admission only. So you have to like take off everything, do the scan, and etc. And we were telling the TSA people, we're all TSA pre-check. They opened up the line. But because it wasn't communicated, and the security up front who checked our IDs and our boarding passes didn't do anything, they were just shrugging at us, they made us all take it off. So we were all angry. And they were just like, don't argue with us. Just do it. And I was just like, then why are we paying for the TSA pre-check if you're not going to do your job properly? And have like a whole ego fit on it. Oh my God, I can't stand it. Seriously, it's like the most insecure people who have power for the day. That's what that is. Toxic masculinity on top of that. I had to vent. Professor X says Nuremberg's red light district is great. Ooh. What are the, like, so have you been to Amsterdam as well? I have not, but I have seen / heard of more stories in Amsterdam than any other place for their red light district in Europe. Do you know how that compares, or like what made the one in Nuremberg great for you in the most PG way you can describe? Michael says, oh no, Berlin sucks. The king scene in Cologne is much better. Oh, nice. Okay. That's good to know. I would love, can you email me? I have the email linked at the top of this live chat. Can you email me like links of places that you recommend to go to? But both kink and not, like even if it's cafes or restaurants that you think are really cool, or if there's like, I love opera houses. So like if there's sites like that you recommend, if you have time and if you would like to give a locals recommendation. I would super appreciate that. Ishak says, gotta go. Enjoy your weekend, everyone. Peace. Bye. Thank you so much for joining the live stream today. Michael says, have you guys seen that meme video? Or it's like there's both a video and like a meme image of like some girl going, it's not hee hee hee, it's hey, and it's like an old man, dirty old man going hey. That's how I always read Hehe now. The pizza eater says, laughy face times 3. WTF, damn, they're mean. I hope they don't do employees like that. I hope so too. Good luck, man. Professor X says, no, I haven't been to Amsterdam. Okay, no worries. Michael says, will do. Thank you. Professor X says, I didn't do anything crazy out there. Ladies in the window waving, blowing kisses, flashing their headlamps. Winky face. That's great. I went inside and did my thing. Nice. Did you do anything custom? Like, was it kink related, or was it just like normal stuff? Like, not normal stuff, but like, how do you call it? Traditional, I should say. I love how we're like dancing around the terms. It's like, it's so good. It's my favorite. One of my favorite things about it. I think this is also why I love how creative people can be, because people always trying to find loopholes in certain things, whether it has to do with like platforms or with like legal stuff, etc. And I just find that people's creativity shine the most in that sense. Same with lazy people. Like, I went to school with a bunch of super smart programmers, but they didn't want to go through the step-by-step thing. They were too lazy. So they would figure out different ways to bypass that whole process, and they created something totally new and then could patent it. And I was like, that's freaking awesome. So it pays to be lazy sometimes, because they just don't, they find a better, bigger, faster, wait, what is it? Better, faster, stronger way of doing something. So, yeah. Okay. I really like the headlamps, though. Okay, let's see. The pizza eater says, in a funny way, do you think TSA agents are alien, or are they human? They're definitely human. Aliens wouldn't waste their time with stuff like this. And also, they would have probably automated these systems so that it's like super high tech, and you wouldn't even need to have humans touching you and invading your space and property, you know? It's very like, have you guys seen Idiocracy? Because it's really scary how much closer we are to that movie, and that was made, what, how many years ago? Like, I saw that maybe last year, the year before, and I was just like, oh no. Humanity's headed that direction. I don't want to be here for that. Okay. Professor X says, normal. I'm not with the kink stuff much. Well, mainly the bondage. Okay. Got it. Wait, so how did you find my channel? Michael says, back in a few minutes. Dispatcher is calling. Just a few minutes. No problem. Pizza eater is laughing. Golden Era says, soul scene, please. I I mean, these are getting pretty warm, so I'm going to take them off. But last, how do you call it? Last notice about these warm and fuzzy, worn down winter slippers. The bidding starts at $30 for you to own them. I'm going to be sending them out in March. And yeah, that's the vibe. But yeah. Omega says life is becoming more like the anime slash manga and comics I read. I don't know. The Japanese are pretty creative. I don't feel like we're really in their headspace. Japan as a country is awesome. They have so many things that are so much more efficient. Actually, similar to Germany, really. They're both probably some of the most efficient countries in the world. And on time. I don't know. I would like to go back to Japan. It's so clean, it's pretty safe. People are respectful for the most part. Like, I don't know. RTX123 says, you have a nice style, miss. Thank you. Michael says, back. Hello. What do you mean by dispatcher? What's happening over there? Are you working? Parapa says, Mistress drained my force with the devil horn. Oh my god. I think that's the best line that I've heard today. His drained my force. That's so good. I love it. Professor X says, I follow you on IG. I mostly like the look of what you and other women dominatrixes wear. Kink is not my speed, no disrespect. Oh, no worries. That's fine. I mean, fashion is a huge part of it. I feel like, you know, when you're in a setting that really dictates how you want to evoke in front of somebody else, the outfit really helps put you in that headspace, right? So, like, for instance, I'm a dominant person all the time, but when I'm in the leather, like, that's where the hardness comes out, right? Where it's like, most of the times I'm fun, down to earth, caring, and, you know, almost nice. Like, I'm a nice person. That these are things that people have said about me. But when I am put myself in that outfit, then I become stricter, I become firmer, I become mean, sadistic, you know, all these things come out. So yeah, I understand why you enjoy it. And also, people are super creative with materials. Like, latex stuff has been super popular within the last 5 years. I know it's been popular before, but like, so many celebrities and like musicians are wearing that now, and it's very trendy. So I totally get it. Michael says, Cologne Fire Department. Ooh, very nice. Let me ask, because I know a couple of firefighters. Are you a firefighter, for one? And second, do you, like, because you have to stay at the station? Because we do here. Like, if you're a firefighter, you have to stay at the station the whole 24/7 that you're on call, like, on the base, like, right? If you're on the shift, you live there, basically. And then 3, do you work out all the time? Like, what's your daily regimen like? What types of workouts do you do? Do you drill? The Pizza Eater says, supposedly the good thing about LAX is you could fly free with certain airlines as an employee. So if I want to go to Dubai and they go there, I fly free. Take me with you. I know people in Dubai. I was supposed to play with them actually in 2020. Had to get a refund on that ticket. Emirates sucks though. Emirates is like, ugh, their customer service is terrible. Parapa says, perfect goddess, punish me, draining my energy. Devilish horn face times 3. Please, your soul's feet. You can kind of see them over here. It's been a minute since I've had my feet in the slippers, so I'm giving them a chance to breathe. Professor X says, and I'm not going to lie, I like headlamps or melons, and leg and feet are my thing. Nice. Wait, I'm kind of confused on what melons are now, because I thought melons were what headlamps are. Use the, there's cherries for one and the peach for the other. Yeah? That's the emojis that I use. Okay. The Pizza Eater said, damn, is the tickets to and from Dubai expensive? Mine was about like... At the time it was like... I can't remember if it was $1,500 or $1,800. That was right before the pandemic hit. So it's not too bad, but like... I mean, expensive is relative, right? Michael says, okay, I'm a volunteer firefighter. I do a 24-hour shift this weekend, but actually I'm a locksmith. Oh. Usually I'm waiting at home for a call out. Oh, okay. Nice. How did you become a volunteer, and why did you become one? Also, how long have you been locksmithing for? And also, why did you become a locksmith? These are, sorry if it's 20 questions, but like, they're very niche and specific occupations. It's like when someone hears that I am a dom, they're just like, how did you become one? What got you into it? I'm kind of the same way, but with like normal jobs. But they're not really normal, because it's like not a lot of people, like most people don't have these jobs, you know what I'm saying? My puppy, he likes to watch this lock picking guy on YouTube, and like it's kind of crazy how he goes through different types of locks actually, and like finds the weaknesses and like use his tool set to unlock these locks. Nothing is safe. Nothing is sacred if you know how to pick it. Professor X says, yeah, same thing. Okay. Omega's asking, do you like femme fatales? Yeah, of course I do. It's literally women who already know how to use the power of their femininity in order to get what they want, or get something done, or figure out what comes next. Whether it's a mystery, or like if they're just figuring out stuff in life. The Pizza Eater says, damn. Laughing face. Yeah. Chico has a foot emoji and a kissing heart emoji. Michael says, a long time to answer that. One sentence for each of them. He says, so, okay, I'm with the fire department since I'm 17. Okay. My dad was with the fire department. Okay. And my grandfather, and so on, tradition. Oh, okay. So it's like a legacy. I got it. Okay. But then how did you get into locksmithing? Like, that's super different from firefighting or fire departmenting. Don't get me wrong, locksmiths make a great deal of money here. I remember paying $85 for this guy at my first apartment ever. I locked myself out the one and only time, and I was so angry because it was nighttime, and I was like, oh, I don't know if locksmiths aren't going to be available at the time, but of course, if you get locked out, somebody got to, let you in. And yeah, I paid $85 for him to push like this one needle hole on the side of my door, and I was so pissed because if I could look that up online and find that A, anybody could get into my apartment at the time, and B, I didn't need to pay him $85 in order to do that. I was so angry. Took him less than 5 minutes to do that. It took him literally less than 2 minutes. Maybe even less than 1 minute. Less than 30 seconds. Anyway. The pizza eater says, funny thing about United Airlines is yesterday the wing on the airplane came off. I don't know how, but my guess is the devil ate it because he was hungry. I don't know. It sounds like a technical error on somebody's part, which kind of sucks because there are more car crashes than airplane crashes. So the statistic of a wing coming off is not good. Like, that's pretty bad. Padapa says, please view your powerful souls, goddess. Let me count how many of these emojis you've sent so far. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If you hit the number that I'm thinking of, but don't spam the message board, I'll do it. Okay.
Whatever your commute looks like, make sure it feels fresh.
Michael says, in the career fire department, you need to have a technical profession to join the fire department. Locksmith, electrician, carpenter, etc. Really? I mean, don't get me wrong. All of those things would be super helpful in order to, I guess, do all those things. Because, like, if you have to get in an area and you can't break it down, a locksmith, like a door or a gated area or something, a locksmith would be perfect for that. Electrician, yeah, that makes sense too, because the first things to go out is your power if your place is on fire. And then the third, carpenter, you got to rebuild the damn place / know what parts of a building are being held together by what in order to carry people out safely. That's so smart. See, you guys are so smart. I don't know what it is like here in the US, but I don't think that's how we work. Just saying. Okay. Angry comment. If you want to keep commenting that way, you're also going to get removed from my channel. Let's see. Okay. I can put my music back on. Michael says, and as a locksmith, I already built some interesting studio toys, winky face. Ooh, I would like to see these. Are you into chastity at all? Because I feel like that could be an appeal for someone who plays with locks. The Pizza Eater says, oh, on an airplane from, I think, LAX had a door fly off midair. I'm still wondering what kind of idiot of a ramp agent didn't see that there was no screws. I don't know about that. Somebody would have had to have been, like, I'm pretty sure they would check that before taking off, unless it was for a test flight, but even so. Ugly Enjoyer says, do you date black men? My first boyfriend was a black man. He was awesome. He was a really gentle soul with a lot of spirit. Michael says, exactly. Yeah. Ugly Mixed Man says, have you ever tried BBC? Define BBC. Like, what's the length of what that would be considered? Because I would, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why there's like a bunch of different comments about BBC right now, but BBC apparently will change your life. The Pizza Eater says, I think it was United, but might be wrong. Got it. Well, be careful out there. Theo says, I haven't really been active in the chat, but I just want to mention that I'm going to bed now. Have a good day ahead, and kisses on your feet, Miss Mara Redheart. Thank you so much for stopping by, Theo. I super appreciate your viewing. Don't forget to like this video and watch the rest later. But have a great rest of your night, and I hope you rest well. The Pizza Eater says, I know what BBC is, and he is awkward for saying that, not in a good way. Yeah, we're gonna just do that. I don't know what's going on in this chat. Okay. Professor X says weird stuff in the comments starts. I know, it was like so how do you call it? Like uncalled for and like random. We weren't even talking about that. We were talking about airplanes and firefighting. Oh my God, here it goes. Is it just like one person who has like a bunch of these accounts? Because this is kind of like, how do you have that many going at a time? Using different search engines? Okay. Michael says, I do my very best to understand, but sometimes you're a little fast for me. American slang is harder than British English. No, I understand. Sorry. I'm trying to keep up with the chat too, but there is some weird stuff going on. Jeez. What is happening? This is like the first time this is happening. I don't understand what's going on. Okay. The Pizza Eater says, these comments, I'm glad you're laughing. I know it's not cool, but like I'm trying my best to filter through this stuff. Okay. Oh my God. What is happening? Pizza Eater says, you're weird, no offense, but lots of people date people who have this thing. I think they're just trolls. I think it's the same person who's just trolling and has like a bajillion accounts. Also, something they said was Russian, so they might be Russian. I don't know. Professor X says, I really hope those people commenting crazy stuff weren't black. No, I know. I don't think so. I don't think they would be doing that. Sorry, guys. First time this has been happening on my chat. Someone is super obsessed or is just super bored. I don't know, one or the other, or maybe both. Anyway. Dang, we started streaming 70 minutes ago. Well, now that all of that's done, we can go back to hopefully much better conversation. Then for some reason, this... Okay. Okay. Black Gospel Queen is asking, are you religious? I was baptized Catholic, but I am not practicing at all. I'm spiritual, though. I would consider myself spiritual. Edard says you might need a chat police for the next time so they could be kicked out. Jokes are one thing. This is just weird and rude. Professor X says, just to clarify, yes, I'm black. Yeah, sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. I feel like it's the same person who's ever, like, just doing the same stuff over and over. I'm doing my best to deal with this live, but it seems like every time I try to take something down, they pop up again, so I don't know. Okay. Michael says, in the kitchen for tea. We'll bring one for Mara, too. Thank you. I appreciate you. Pizza Eater says, the bots are back, Mara. Dude's creeping me out. I know. I don't know. It's like they have like 100 or more accounts and they are just using them to spam. But it sucks because I think they're trying to get me to sign off of the live stream. But they've also been following me for a really long time if they know my schedule and they know how and when I'm doing my lives. So they're a fan. Anyway. I don't know if my channel is keeping up with all of this reporting. Stephen Code Black, hello. How are you? Pizza Eaters says crazy bots never get bored of eating their toes or something. I know, seriously. Stephen Koblak says just got here. I know, it's been kind of crazy in the chat. I don't know what's happening either, but I appreciate you all who are here. What were you up to today, Steven? Just chilling. Nice. I feel like today's a good day for that. What is your favorite like warm beverage to drink? Steven says doing some game software modding and stuff. Nice. The Pizza Eater says Cyborg's gonna get Jamara for not having spaghetti. What? I don't understand the spaghetti comment. Professor X says green tea. Ooh, yeah, I love me a good matcha. Omega also says green tea. Stephen Coat Black says, I can't drink anything warm or it'll make me crash out cold like a light. Wait, really? Meaning like it'll just make you too cozy and you'll pass out from falling asleep? Marvelous Jarvis says coffee. Do you drink yours with creamer and sugar or do you just drink it by itself? The pizza eater says, I heard you're the spaghetti bandit and the cookie monster. I have no idea what you're referencing right now. Oh. Stephen Koblak says, yeah, basically it just makes me too groggy. Oh, I get it. Marvelous Jarvis says, I use agave and cream. Oh, nice. I don't think I've ever had agave in my coffee before. I don't drink coffee normally, but yeah. Omega says, Zerophilia is a great drama movie. Oh, I didn't know it was a drama movie. I thought it was just like the fear of. Stephen Koblak says, I might as well be drinking chloroform. Laughing gas, there's surgical anesthesia if I drink anything warm. That's extreme. Michael says, okay, 1 cup of black tea for Mara. You know, let's see. Although I don't have agave in my coffee, I do drink, what do you call it? I do drink honey with my tea sometimes. Honey goes well with a lot of things, like all types of tea, cakes, and like alcoholic beverages, like hot toddies. It also soothes the throat when you're cold, when you have like a flu or the cold. I don't know. And it's antimicrobial, which is great. Pizza Eater says, if you had a choice to go to Dubai or Miami, what would be your favorite thing to buy? And would you go on a shopping spree? Well, I've never been to Dubai. I've been to Miami before, but it's been a lot of years. Miami is more domestic. They have a lot of great eateries that I want to try out. The beach is right there. Dubai is an interesting place. So I don't know if you guys know this, but it's basically all a facade. Like, it's very beautiful, but like the tallest building has to have, there's no real irrigation. They all put, the sewage into one place and it gets taken out and transported out every day. And like, there's a lot of people that have been displaced because of homelessness and just like the lack of wealth on their end. And so it's like, it's weird because it's a beautiful, dazzling place that you get to experience a lot of luxury and like pretty sparkly, shiny things. But at the same time, you're not seeing the other side of it as well, which is kind of, it's weird, right? I don't know. Miami also has a bunch of, like Florida in general, has a bunch of very old, retired people. But I hear the nightlife is awesome. Weather is great. It's humid. So if you don't like that, you gotta make the choice. I feel like shopping would be better in Dubai, but things would probably be more costly there because it's very designer oriented. There's not really much that I want to buy here in the US, really. So, I don't know. Those are kind of my pros and cons. Miami's super, easier to get to than, Dubai, which is halfway across the world. So, yeah. I don't know. I would visit once, but I don't know if I would go back. It'd have to be an amazing time for me to do that. Okay. Professor X says, adding honey with tea and lemon hits different. Totally. I agree. Tastes damn good. Yeah, 100%. Korean person and Parapa are asking for souls on the screen for make me loose for your goddess power. Oh my god. I love the way that Para, oh wow, I said it twice. is describing all of this. It's really funny. There, happy. The Pizza Eater says that's one weird place. Isn't mostly everyone there rich? I feel like the people who live there well make money. But there's also a bunch of people outside in the outskirts of Dubai and Abu Dhabi that are not doing so well. Michael says, honey, okay, when I look at the tea drinkers here, I'm probably more of a tea Philistine. Laughing face. Yeah, I am too. I'm definitely more of a tea drinker than a coffee drinker. I have literally a section in my kitchen that's dedicated just for teas, which is great. The Pizza Eater says, I kind of wonder how much food is there that it's like $10,000 for Chinese food. Laughing face. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Michael says, nice feet, winky face. Thank you. Well, I'm glad this chat actually turned out better because, oh my god, that was the thing. But yeah, I think I might actually head out now. I'm out of water, and then I also want to do a couple of admin things today. So yeah, are there any last questions, comments, concerns that you have for me today? Pizza Eater says, same crazy times. Laughing face. Yeah, I know, isn't it? Whatever. I'm just here. Living life, I suppose. Gaz says, woof woof, with the little puppy face. Hello, mistress. Hello to you. The Pizza Eater says, movie time. Nice. Stephen Cove Black says, sounds like we're all just here. I know, right? I wish we could have consented to be part of this timeline, because this timeline is not so great. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like there could be better ones out there. Michael says, is that your first live stream? I'll follow you for years now. I've never seen you before live. I have a whole playlist that's dedicated to live streams. It's on my channel page. If you go to youtube.com/DominaMara and you click, like, you scroll down and you'll see live stream, all of those were live streams. And Stephen Cole Black says, damn, I must have arrived late. Yeah, I've already streamed like for 88 minutes. Omega says, agreed. I know. So, yeah. Alright, well, thanks all of you so much for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share it so that other people can learn more about auctioning my winter slippers. Subscribe and click the notification bell for news of when I have new collabs like this coming out or when I live stream. And until next time, keep it kinky, everyone. Good to see you too, Omega.